Hello beauties, I hope you're doing really well. So today's video is all about my That's Expensive project pan, and it's the update for last month. I've got everything written down, or for the most part everything's written down. This project pan was supposed to run from 15th of September to October 15th, but I've been late. I wanted to use some things that I didn't get around to using just because I also had another project pan, the Project 10 Uses, and I was more focusing on that. But there is one rollout on this, which is exciting, and I have made progress on others. You might not be able to see the progress. I think on one you will be able to. Two rollouts, so I'm going to save them right. No, there's only one rollout, sorry. I was getting excited then. I'm going to save that till the end. So let's go in with the Urban Decay. This feels really light now, even though there's no window in. Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydra Maniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. I'm not much of a fan of it. My shade is in Ultra Fair. I mean, it's my shade, but I don't know, I just don't like it, and I don't think it's particularly hydrating, so I wouldn't repurchase this, and I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, by all means, if you want to try it, go ahead and try it, but there's better foundations out there. There's better drugstore foundations out there. I think this is the only high-end foundation in my collection, and I just don't like. I've tried a few high-end foundations, and I just don't like them. I wish I had weighing scales, but I don't. So it's pointless saying it. This is what it weighed last month. So yeah, look, there's no window in, but it feels extremely light, like there's barely any product in. But where's my window in? Right, so how many times did we use it? And what you've got to bear in mind is I had a Project 10 Uses foundation in, so I mixed them. This is why it's had quite a lot of uses. So 22 uses. So that's good, isn't it? We must be getting close to the end. But I know when I brought this foundation in, it had barely been used. And Caitlin Costello said it took her 6 months, so I hope it doesn't take me 6 months. But yeah, we're going to be just continuing to use this one. I don't think I'll bring a different one in for my Shop My Stash because I want to use this. I want to get it out of my collection. So that's that. We've got progress on this one since last month. I'm going to have to try and go into my other videos and try and show you what it looked like last month to this month. So the Glossier Stretch Concealer in G12, and I'm starting to go like around the sides with this as well. It takes a long time to even hit pan, and like the pan is definitely widening, so I'm happy with the progress there. So we're just gonna continue on with that. That also got 22 uses. Right, so the Huda Beauty Glowish is probably the most progress, so I'm going to put that to the side as well, saving the best to last. So what have we got? Oh, New Look Glow highlighter stick isn't in. Is there more than 10 items in here now then? It's between 8 and 10 products, but I'll show you this actually. New Look Glow highlighter stick. This has had a lot of progress. I'm going to roll it all the way down so you can see it. So that's what it looked like all the way down. Look at that. There is barely any left. So maybe a month, maybe 2 months, and then that will be out of the collection. I feel like there's like 11 products. I don't know though. I'll show you this Dior blush. It only had like 2 uses, I think. I'll have to look at the book in a minute. So this one is the Rosy Glow in Petal. You can see here, I mean, I'm going to have to take a picture, I think. You can see here that literally, you know, I mean, I'm nowhere near hitting pan or anything, but you can see it's having progress. Like the Dior's kind of like missing from here where I'm placing the brush each time. So this one stays in until I've got some kind of pan going with it. Because it's an old blusher, I just want it out of my collection. Let's go in with the Hourglass now. Again, there's quite a lot of progress on this, but I don't know how much you're going to see. So we've already finished the finishing powder. I finished that ages ago, well, a couple of months ago, so that's all done. The blushers and the highlighters are still very domed, but don't know if you can see it. Like this, like if you look at this blush here and then this bronzer here, it's just took such a beating over the last couple of months. I don't know what you can see there, but I'm going to try and take a photograph of it. I always say this and never do, but I will try today and put this around there somewhere. Highlighters. There's a few things left in there. Right, this is the one I'm kind of thinking, do I just declutter? So the Super Shock, the Colourpop Super Shock in Lunch Money is literally Crumble City at the moment. I might just get rid of the crumbles. I feel like it's cheating. Like, I mean, I can't put that on my face like that. But anyway, you know, I'm doing really, really well with it. I could just get rid of the crumbles and work on this bit. And if it just keeps crumbling, I'll call it done. Obviously, you don't want, like, big chunks of highlighter all over your face. I'm not telling you the usages I'm at. Let's have a look. Right, so, New Look Glow Highlighter Stick 11 times. Yes, the Dior Rosy Glow was only used twice. Colourpop Lunch Money was used 9 times. So the Hourglass Strobe Light, which is this one here, was used 4 times. The Hourglass Bronzer was used 9 times. And then the blushers, more often than not, I would just mix them. So the blushes was used 7 times. So I did get some use out of it, just not as much as I would normally. And obviously I had Shop My Stash blushes in as well, so I had to use them. I tried to use everything equally, but it didn't work out. I used the Project 10 Uses products more. Right, so now we've got the MAC Soft and Gentle. I don't think I used that much either. But we are making progress on it. Oh, look, it looks like a moon. I always say that when I see this, but it does. I'm really, really happy with the progress. It's literally took me a couple of years to even get there. But I don't use it every single time. You know, how many times did I use it this time? 3 times, that's all. So that's that. It's because I had other highlighters in. I had the one for the Shop My Stash. I had the Too Faced Blinded by the Light. I obviously had the Colourpop Super Shock, which more often than not with the Colourpop Super Shock, this is where it's got more uses. I'll use that underneath a powder, because this is more like cream to powder highlight. I'll use it underneath any powder highlight to get more use out of it. And then we also had that Strobe Supernatural powder from the Hourglass palette. Right, and the eyeshadow base, I think this should be more like a daily essential within a Shop My Stash, really. It is something I want to use up, and I did use it 21 times, but I might take it out because I'm sure there's 10 products in here. I think I'm going to take that out and just use it as a daily essential, because I've got other things that are daily essential, like my NYX brow glue and quite a lot of other things. So yeah, we'll do that, because I don't want more than the 10 items. I'm not following the Project Pan community rules over on Facebook anymore. I'm just doing my own. So if I want 11 products, I can use 11 products, but I'll take it out for now. I think it's nearly all done. We'll show you this palette. Obviously, you're not going to see any progress here because I hadn't used it that much. So it's the Bridgerton Diamond of the First Water. Really, really love the looks that I created with this. I think what I'm going to do is show you the looks. I don't know whether to show you the looks in this video, which makes more sense, or show you the looks when I show you all the palettes that I've used for the month, because this will be going in there as well. And we'll be talking about least favourite to favourite. But this is one of my favourite palettes for this shade here. It's absolutely stunning. So I'm going to tell you all the times that I used each shade. It was quite a lot to do this with eyeshadow, but I want to do this going forward. So, okay, Duchess Divinity, that one was used once. I don't know how to pronounce this. This Iconic Ingenue. I'm sure I've not pronounced it right. That was used twice. Regency Blue, this one here, that was used twice. Love Match, this one was used once. All of the usages, so 6 eyeshadows, and they was used between 1 time and 2 times. I really, really enjoy this palette thoroughly. I've got 2 more Pat McGrath Labs palettes to use, so we're going to be picking one more out, and then probably, so in January I might start using the Natasha Denona palettes because I've got quite a few of those. Okay, so Huda Beauty Glowish. So we all know what it looks like, but I'm covering it because there's a lot of progress from the last time. It was Baby Pan, and then it got bigger within that same month, I think. And now look at all that pan there. I absolutely love this finishing powder. I would buy it again, but I'm getting a new one off my sister for Christmas, so not of this, a different one, but that's the progress I've made in the month of September. So this time it's just going to have to go, like, what's the date today? The 23rd, I think. Just prolong it a little bit. Right, so now this next product, this is the empty that's being rolled out. It looks like this product's still in, but I literally can't get any out, guys. Look, it's the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. It looks like there's some here. Nothing is coming out. So we're going to be rolling that out. And then I brought a new one in. It's not poreless, or at least it doesn't say it's poreless. So it's a CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Blurring Serum. So it is blurring. It is quite good. It's only 20 mils, so it's not going to last me a long time. I think only half of it was left when I brought it in. So we're probably working with 10 mils. But I do have one more by Catrice, so I don't need to rush out and get another poreless one. And if I do, which one should I get? Which drugstore one should I get? Can you recommend any? I might actually keep this in, because at the moment there's only 8 products and I only want to go and get an eyeshadow palette. And let's keep this one in. Right, so the Pat McGrath Labs palette I want to bring in is the Pat McGrath Mothership. Which one is this? Rose Decadence. It's so pretty. So it looks like that. And it's very, very fall leaning. And that's why I want to bring it in. I'll drop the leaflet. I've not used it in a hot minute, so it looks like that. I don't normally like these kind of cranberry shades, but I will use them at least one time. So there's only 6 shades in the palette. You can force yourself to use each shade at least one time, can't you? So that's the aim of the game when I use the palettes. At least use each shade one time. I'm really, really looking forward to it. The shimmers are really nice. This one's dead shifty. So that's the palette. I think there's only 9 items and not 10. Let's have a look. No, I was wrong. There's 10 items now because I put that eyeshadow base back in. Just putting them in this little pink box I've got. I'll show you them. So that's everything for the That's Expensive project pan. I will put everything away now in my basket. Thank you for joining me today, guys. It means an awful lot to me. If you've not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn the notifications bell on, because that will tell you when I've uploaded a video or gone live or added a short, all those good things. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.